Hello everybody, we are back today with a cute, quick Christmas craft for you to try. If you have seen anywhere online, you'll see a lot of ornaments like this or different decor pieces, and it's mimicking the Rae Dunn style. She's a potter who is famous for doing very minimalist pottery with her special kind of font that she writes on all her pottery with. Well, these ornaments kind of mimic her style, and you'll see them all over online. And so what we did is just took the cheap dollar store ornaments that you can get 2 for $1, and we'll show you how we're going to go ahead and turn them into this. So we'll get started.
Yes, we're going to get started. So we pour the paint. You can do it 2 ways, Kim said. You can pour the paint in, or you can paint the outside. So we are going to pour the paint in.
And it'll depend. You can use this or yours, it doesn't matter.
This is antique white.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's going to kind of...
That's whatever you
Whatever
want.
color you want to
Yeah.
use, you can use.
Yeah. The Rae Dunn things are typically either white or cream with the words on them, but you don't have to try to mimic that style. You can do whatever you want. But if you put the paint on the inside, you're going to have a glossy exterior, like on these ones. And if you paint the outside, you're going to have more of a matte texture, especially if you're going to use like a chalk paint. And you'll just kind of...
What if you put a little bit of water in there?
Nope, I did that.
It didn't work.
With Levi. We made some. My grandson and I made some, and he put brown paint on the inside, and then he did 2 little googly eyes and a red foam nose, and then we took brown pipe cleaners and made antlers. So he made a Rudolph ornament out of these, and the paint was taking too long to run, so we put a little bit of water in it to thin it out. And when it dried, there were places with paint and without paint, and it was a mess. We woke up the next morning to quite a mess. Now, these ones I did yesterday, and I let them dry overnight. And what I did after I had them spinning around a while to get the paint to move, I put them upside down. If you ever wonder what to do with old medicine bottles, I took the lid off and put it in upside down. The rest of the paint will kind of roll down over time, just thanks to gravity. And then the paint doesn't make a mess anywhere, and then you have paint left over you can use for something else another time.
I think that's a brilliant idea. I really was very impressed with that. When she told me, that's a great idea to use those bottles for.
Well, some people I had watched do this online had used paper cups, which you can, and put them in the paper cups to drip. But then they were taking the paper cup and pouring it back into their paint bottle. And I thought if you use something like this, there's a lid on it and you don't have to pour it back in the bottle. And I will tell you while we're waiting for paint to move here, on my Cricut, I made...
Excuse me.
But anyway, there's these letters I cut with my Cricut. And if you're wondering what font would look nice that kind of gives you that Rae Dunn look, this was called Straight and Simple was the name of the font. And it's part of the Cricut Access. When you use your Cricut, it's available to you. This is the first year I'm actually doing a theme on a tree. I've never done that before. My trees have always been a hodgepodge of, all my ornaments that I love. But this year I'm doing all red, white, and black in buffalo plaid.
When you make ornaments, I have a lot of handmade ornaments on my tree because I like them. I have ones the kids made when they were little, and just different things like that. Those, to me, are priceless. And I really do have an ornament problem.
She does.
I really do. I need to have.
I can attest.
I need to have a 10-foot tree that's as big around as my house to use them all. But my homemade ones will always go with me wherever I go. Well, the very first one that I had was 1978 when we got our first Christmas married, and that is the only one I broke.
You got married in 78?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you want to know how old I was in 78?
Yeah, sure. Why don't you just go ahead and tell us, Kim? Because you know you're gonna.
Let's just say I wasn't even
7?
dating age. 78, I was 9.
Yeah. Well, I was getting married.
I could have been your flower girl.
You could have been my flower girl. You're so funny. Yes, I was married in 1978, and that ornament is the one that I broke.
Oh,
So, but I did buy another one. My mother-in-law would get me one every year.
with the year
with
on
the
it.
year on it.
hmm
And then now I just buy them.
What I was thinking is, since this year I wanted to do a theme, kind of a theme colored tree, I can't afford to go buy all these ornaments, to redo the whole tree. But you get these, so for 50 cents you have 2 different ornaments. And then if I decide to change and next year do something different, I could paint the outsides then and still reuse these. So it's kind of an inexpensive way to add a particular color, or, like these are the trend this year. So if you're wanting to add trendy pieces or something, it's a really good way to do it.
And a friend of mine a couple of years ago made one with a clear bulb. This is a cute idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know that fake snow you can buy? She
Yeah.
put that in there, and then she put a little felt carrot nose,
Oh.
little black eyeballs, a hat, a little piece of a scarf,
Huh.
and it was
A snowman.
it said snowman come, I forget how it goes. It was cute. It was like snowman come detached, and then
Some assembly required.
yeah, or something. It was really cute, and it's all the little pieces of a snowman in there.
Yeah, that's really
And it was
cute.
really a cute little. I love that ornament.
That, we have just a couple spots left, and that will fill in really quick. So we're just gonna set them upside down and let them drain and dry for a little bit.
So they are done.
Yep, and we have our paint in. They have been tipped upside down to drain for a while now. And we have paint left over to use again. And now, like I said, I cut these words out with my Cricut. And what I found works best when you're going to put these on your bulbs is cut your excess as close to the word as you can. And then also try to, between the letters, cut some V's. That way, when you go to bend around the bulb, it's going to lay nicer. Just since it's a rounded surface, it helps it to lay nicer. Just like a little notch between the letters, just to kind of help it fold over the round bulb a little better. And same thing at the bottom. Gonna put a couple V's in the bottom.
All right, so then I just stick it on.
Well, you're gonna peel
Yeah,
the sticker part apart and make sure it's stuck. Make sure your letter's stuck to the clear.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say this.
If it didn't, rub it with your scissors. Then your scissors a little bit. Make sure it sticks real good to the transfer tape. Okay, so then you peel your transfer paper, your transfer tape off of the backing. So you have just your word on the transfer tape. And then what I try to do when I go to stick it on the bulb, I try to kind of stick the center on first. And then I kind of push out from there. So I have the O, the center of the O touching now. And then I get the center of the other ones. And then you can kind of push down each individual letter. It just kind of seems like a good way to get it to smooth on there better. And then you can rub it with your fingers real good. Or rub it with like a credit card or even the back of your scissors. Okay, and then you pull your transfer tape off and just watch that you're not picking up any of the letter with it. My O was sticking a little bit. Just push it down with your finger. And there you go. So now I have the word joy on this one.
Kimberly Joy.
That literally is my name. Okay, and then what I do is, since they're already painted and you're not going to have to you're not going to repaint them or need to take the top off again, I usually just put a touch of glue on the edge. My gun hasn't heated up good enough yet. That's okay. But you can put a little bit of glue on the edge. You don't have to. There we go. And so you could hang them like this if you want, or you could just put a little bit of the ribbon through and hang it from your tree like that. But I'm going to go ahead and make a little bow and hot glue it to the front. Now I have a little bow, and I'm just going to put a little dab of glue right towards the middle on the front on here. It was hard to squeeze out because it wasn't quite hot enough. And put a little bow on there, and you can cut the ends of the bow to be as long or as short as you'd like. But there is my joy ornament.
Hey, hold on while I'm going to put this berry in here. It popped right out. Because I was thinking,
Oh, cute. Yeah.
is that too big though?
I don't think
Maybe I
so.
should cut it down. I don't know how I would cut it down. I'll have to cut the top of the leaf off.
Yeah, you'd have to totally like reshape the leaf.
That would look good.
Looks like a peacock. Looks like a peacock.
Just say what you really think, Kim.
I'm sorry. That's the first thing that came to my head. Is it looks like a big peacock.
It looks like a peacock. It looks like a peacock, Joelle.
It looks fine though.
It's a little large. I know that. I was going to do something a little smaller. It does. It did look like a peacock because it was a little bit too big, but I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And then,
a little less peacock-esque.
yes, it'll be just littler. I'm going to put one on each side and then a couple of the berries in the middle.
Yeah. Do you want any
Okay.
ribbon too? Or are you just doing your...
No, I'm just going to do that.
There you
I'm
go.
going to be a little different.
She doesn't want my ribbon now after insulting her.
Yeah, peacock. Peacocks could be Christmas too. Poor peacocks. Okay, so I'm going to stick this.
Yeah, that looks cute.
These are awesome.
Yeah.
Because you can get a lot of projects
A lot
out
of
of one of
projects
these.
out of them, yeah.
So hang on to them.
Grab them when you see them. Like Dollar Tree sells them. Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, all of them have those kind of picks, floral picks.
And that's a good, you can use them on lots of things. Sometimes you just need a little piece so you don't look like a peacock.
I'm never going to hear the end of this now.
Yep. We know how it goes. Okay, so let me cut a couple of these little red balls off. And then we'll stick those on there. Don't copy off my idea.
I'm not
now.
copying. I'm done. I'm just sitting here waiting.
All right. So we'll stick this here.
Cute.
As Jesus is the reason for the season.
Correct.
And Jesus is joy.
Absolutely.
So see, they go nice together.
Yeah, and these other ones I did, let's see. I have Mary and Peace, and I've seen people put Savior and Holly and Cocoa. Like you can put any word that you want.
Names.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. This says
Jesus and
Jesus.
joy. So there you go. A couple really quick ways to make really cute ornaments. If you're wanting to pick up on what the trend is for the season without spending a whole lot of money, you can always make them yourself. Enjoy time with your families, and we will catch you next time.
Gobble till you wobble. Bye.
Bye.